Hello there everyone, Foxman here with a new episode of Foxman Fiddles. Today we're going to be looking at a game that I'm very excited about. It's called Dungeon of the Endless. Dungeon of the Endless is a roguelike combined with tower defense, or in this case, as we'll see pretty soon, dungeon defense. It's developed by Amplitude Studios, and they're also known for their game Endless Space. But Dungeon of the Endless was released on Steam in early access alpha status on December 11th, 2013, and it's for Windows and Mac currently. So, very early alpha, but from what I played so far, actually surprisingly polished for this state. So, yes, that's good. That's good. The premise of the game, it begins with criminals who are condemned to slave labor and the colonization of this planet Auriga. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but that's what I'm going with. And they're traveling via the prison ship dubbed Success to said planet. Auriga, it once acted as a settlement for this galactic civilization. I think it sounded like I said scholastic, but I intended to say galactic. Anyways, they were probably scholastic if they're galactic. You can't just rule over a galaxy without being scholastic. Come on. Anyways, the civilization was spreading from one planet to the next, and they're known as the Endless. Kind of a interesting but scary name. The standard operating procedure for the Endless was to position a cloak defensive system in orbit around these planets that they settled upon, and Auriga was certainly no exception to this process. So, of course, Success is then pummeled by these defenses. We will soon see that. And the way the ship works, their emergency response procedure is breaking up each prisoner holding cell into individual escape pods that then drove deep down into Auriga's crust and crashed into a subterranean dungeon of ancient origins. So only a few survive, and those few we get to play as. Yay. Anyways, I'm gonna get into it. Dungeon of the Endless, you know, hence the name Dungeon of the Endless. We're crashing into this dungeon, and it is of origin from this endless civilization known as well, I don't know if they're endless. Yeah, they could be endless. I don't know. It's just a name. Anyways, who gives a rat's? I give a rat's. But we're gonna get into this. Let's just watch this beautiful cutscene. Pay attention to the text, the crew numbers. Oh no, we're breaking up. Oh. They're under attack. See, look at this. I guess really only one of the escape pods actually landed. Really, the other ones were blown up. So, this is us. Okay, so I've streamed a bit of this game, but this is going to be a little more formal in how I explain the game and all the features, and I'm a little more familiar with it, so I feel like I'm more capable of doing that. So, here's our this is basically our prison cell, and it's also its own escape pod. Issue being is our little generator here is on the fritz. It's nasty busted, and we've got to fix it. So, the way we need to fix it is basically we've got this little crystal. And it's going to help us get the hell off this rock. Of course, we have to go exploring in this dungeon that you will soon see. And naturally, we're going to be confronted by all sorts of crazy wackiness. That's not gonna allow us to just get off this rock so easily. So, how does the game work? In the top left, we have a bunch of different components. We have, oh well, that's the game menu. We have an inventory. We collect items in this game. We can use them with our characters. We'll get back to that later. This is the alpha version of the game, so not all features are here. That will be in the beta. One such feature that we don't have is the tech tree. It's not in this version of the game. I can't really comment on it because I haven't played it or used it. So, but I'm excited for that. It sounds interesting. We have our industry. Industry is a type of a resource, I guess you could say, that's going to allow us to build various modules, and these modules are actually going to help us defend ourselves or also offer more offensive coverage. Another thing that we do not have access to is the science resource, and I'm trying to figure out what it would do. I can't even offer up any ideas. Maybe like magical stuff or just crazy advanced. I don't really know, but it's also obviously advanced enough that they didn't want to put it in the alpha state of the game. The other resource we have is food. Food allows us to upgrade our characters, recruit new characters, heal our characters. Pretty simple, but vital to the game. And the last but not least is the dust. So dust is used for a couple things. It's used to improve the capacity of our crystal. And by improving the capacity of our crystal, we're able to power rooms that we travel through in this dungeon, and it actually acts as a circuit, which you will see shortly. The other thing is it acts as a currency to buy items in this game, which is important because we want our guys to survive, and part of survival is just being well equipped. In the bottom left, we have what are known basically as our different kind of modules, as you'll hear me call them. These two modules here, one is to generate more industry as we travel through the dungeon, and the other is to generate more food. So every time you go into a new room, we will generate a base amount of food and industry. And actually, if we look back up, we have 18 industry currently, and it says +2 under it. So +2 is the basic modifier we start with. So every time we go to a new room, we're going to generate +2 industry. And same thing goes for the food. We'll generate +2 every time we go. So there are ways to actually make it so you can increase that modifier. So every room we're generating even more, which is good because we need that stuff to survive. We have a health section for our module, which I don't have any modules for, so we can't look at them yet. We have an offensive one, basically the laser that does damage, and we can get blueprints for more. And then there's a defensive one. Again, don't have it. And of course you can, well, maybe not of course, but you can remove these modules if you decide you want to switch them out for other ones. So there's that, and then we have our characters that we start with. This is a roguelike, so what I really like is we don't actually get to pick our characters that we start with. We start with 2, and they're randomly generated. There's only a handful of different types of characters. They all have eventually different skills and different passive skills. This is the other large segment of the game that is currently not available. But they also all have different stats to start with. Some are better with attacking, some are better with speed or defense or HP as well. Some, you know, they will have different skills. Right now, the only skill that is available is that some can repair these modules. Modules become damaged over time, and they can repair them, which is awesome because you want to repair them as that doesn't cost you any resources. Building new ones does cost you resources. It costs you industry, which is very, very important to preserve and get the most out of it. So they all, armor and devices can wear this, can use the same, but they all have different classes of weapons that they can use, and they can only use that kind of weapon. So in this case, our hero OpBot DV8 basically is limited to the spear class, and his basic weapon is a keen spear. So of course they give a little biography for each character. I'm not going to go over those, but it's kind of interesting. They all have different backgrounds, which is pretty neat. So that is our first character we have, and then hero, and the next hero is Max O'Kane. And I'm not exactly sure if that is a reference to Max Payne or something, but anyways, he also has a skill to repair modules. I'm kind of lucky that both of these guys are able to do that because some of the heroes cannot do that, which can be a bit of a pain, but they make up for it in other ways. And he is a gun-toting mofo. You can also see we're able to level up the characters, like I mentioned, with the food resource, and we're able to heal them with the food resource. After clearing rooms, their health will generate automatically, but during fights they might die, so you gotta keep an eye on them, as you will soon see. to make sure they don't die, because once they die, they're dead. And you notice when I hover over the level up area, you can see what attributes, what stats will increase. So his defense would go up by 3, his attack power by 4, and his HP by 100. Similarly for Opbot, HP goes up 90, only 90. Defense goes up +3, and attack power goes up +2. So it's different. But he has wit of 13. What is this guy? Wit of 8. So they start with different stats. They improve differently with their stats. Good stuff. So that's the basic premise of the game. And you can also, last component in the bottom right, they tell us how many doors we've opened and what level we're on. There are multiple levels of dungeons, as we will get to. Basically, we want to carry our little crystal here from one level of the dungeon to the next, and that is a tricky process. We're going to be attacked by a lot of dudes. So anyways, I'm not gonna hold off any further. The cool thing about this game, of course, is that all these dungeons are randomly generated. So you're not going to get the same dungeon layout every time. You're not going to get the same potential items or blueprints or enemies in the same rooms. It's all randomly generated. So that means lots of replayability, which is awesome. In this one, we got an item. So in our inventory now, you can see our prison uniform pops up. And basically, it's slightly more protective than naked skin in a color design that trigger the gag reflex. Awesome. So it gives us 3 defense. Neither of these guys, I'm trying to think, who has the most defense? Hotbot has 10, and Max O'Kane has 10 as well. I think I'm actually, just because they both have the same amount of defense, but Max O'Kane has less HP by 50, I'm gonna give it to him. So just click it, boom. No drag and drop mumbo jumbo, which I actually kind of appreciate. Sometimes drag and drop just isn't all that fun. So now he's a little more awesome. And actually, what I'm gonna get him to do is go out here. So looking in this room, you can see a couple things. I don't know, ignore the giant skull. That's just scary business. We have this larger module right on the leftish side, and then we have kind of 3 on here and 2 over here, more little module placement areas. So the large one allows us to place either the generator for more food or the generator for more industry. This is, you know, you have to be strategic. You want to do certain things at certain times. People will have different play styles, so I can't really offer too much in terms of what is the best thing to do at this point, because I have only played the game for a few hours. But what I've found to be best for me is to start with the industry generator, because that's going to allow us to generate more industry to put in more modules that will, for me, help protect us, which is huge. You don't want to rely on your characters, because your characters will be all over the map, and then you might get enemies that are going to be coming in and trying to bust up your crystal, and that's no good. So we need a good amount of modules to help us out. So what I'm going to do, I still have 10 industry left. I am going to just fill this room up with as much of these little, does it actually say what their name is? They're just these little laser modules. So they're costing 3 industry each. There, I put 3 in. At the start, I can still put 2 more, and if I had different blueprints for different modules, I can mix it up. You can do it however you please, which is nice. I like that. So, that's cool. Also, these guys both repair modules, so if any of these modules are damaged from enemies, they'll automatically, if they're in this room, they'll start repairing that stuff, which is good. So we have those, and now if you look back up here in our little industry cog, it now says +10. So there's 2 things to keep note of with that. Is one, we're generating more industry by default. So instead of +2, we're generating, I think it might be +6. We'll find that out. But by also having somebody in the room, you can, I'm actually gonna get this guy to come out here. You'll see. Now our little lasers are going to help us, and this guy's not going to take so much damage. In the top right, you can see they're taking damage. You want to keep an eye on that, because you want to heal them if they're going to die, but you don't want to heal them if you don't think they're going to die, because healing them costs food resources, which may be scarce to you and can be better used for upgrading your characters or recruiting new characters, or heroes. Sorry, I should call them heroes. That's what they are. They're heroes. But anyways, if I leave this room, the cog, or the industry, now dropped down to +8. If I get this guy out of here, it drops down to +6. So what that tells you is just that if you have somebody manning the module like he is there, boom, it goes up. So it's a bonus for having people in the room. This is something to keep in mind. Having modules in rooms, or these more advanced ones, the generators, you want to maybe keep somebody in the room. One, they'll help defend it because they can get destroyed. Two, they can operate it and make it more efficient. So now you can see I have 7 industry. Actually, I'm going to have less in a second. I'm going to fill this room up with 2 more of these. So now I have 1 industry, okay? +10. This guy's going to go in this room. And as soon as you open up a new room, you get your resources. So I got +2 food, but I got +10 industry. You can get this guy back in here. And you want to bring the enemies. Various enemies are going to attack. Ideally, you want to make it so that they die. And to kill them, you know, use your modules. You kind of bottleneck them. Bring them so all your guys are attacking them. It's kind of foolish to leave. Just have one guy explore the dungeon and battle each room by himself, because he will die if there's nothing to help him out there. Unless he's just super strong and upgraded, but, you know. Anyways. Now, my food resources are a bit lacking in comparison, or into how much they generate. Why did my thingy drop down? That's interesting. It dropped down to 6 after this guy was manning that. I'm learning something, I think. Anyways, now what I'm going to do, since I have enough resources, I'm going to develop or install the food generator. Now there we go. We jumped up to a base of +10 for each room for food generation. This is good stuff. It's better to get it early on when the enemies are more weak and sparse, so that we can get a nice juicy amount of resources earlier on. That's my strategy currently. I'm sure that will evolve over time as I play this game more and as it unlocks more features. But that's that. We only have 1 resource currently, so I can't develop any more little modules in here. So what I'm just gonna do is maybe move on, but I also want to consider upgrading or leveling up. What I think I will do actually is level this guy up. Now remember, this is gonna take 12 food, so I'm not gonna have much food left to heal this guy if I need to, but when he does go into the next room, we'll generate 10 more, so that's good for 2 heals if we need it. Now I'm gonna bring this guy in here. I found a new blueprint. This is good. So, dust field gen added to your construction list. Where is the increase the defenses or defense of heroes in the room? So this is a new module. It costs 8. See, I don't actually want to build it. It costs, sorry, not 8. It costs 9 industry. And basically, this is just gonna make, if a hero is in the same room as this module, it'll increase their defenses. Simple as that. But it could be a huge thing when you got a lot of enemies crashing in your door and trying to thump your skull. Now, I've spent 10 resources or 10 industry to develop this health, or this food. God damn it. Hell, it's food, it's not health. It's food. I spent 10 industry to develop it, or to build it, and I want to protect it. If a monster comes in here and nobody's in here, he's just going to destroy that shit, and it's a waste of my resources. So I kind of want to do a bit of defenses, at least something until I can make a guy run back here if he's not in there to heal that business up. So I'm just going to install 2 of these for now. Okay? So one thing you'll notice is emanating from this crystal is this kind of yellow streak. I think of it as a circuit. Okay? So to install modules, they need power. To power them, we need dust. The dust is basically the amount of power for the crystal. So if we look back up here, we have 37 dust. It takes 10 dust to power a room, and it keeps track of how many rooms you have out of how many you can have. So I have 2 out of 3, so I can come in here. Currently this room isn't powered. If I just click my little button on here, it powers it. Now we're powering 3 rooms, it's powered, I can install more modules and such. It's important to remember that if you can use your dust to buy items. So if you use it up to buy items, you're probably, or maybe, gonna have to kill the power in certain rooms. Well, again, more longish term strategy you have to think about. But also remember that you can't skip a room to power. To power the room that I'm currently in, the one over here with the food generator needs to be powered as well. So keep that in mind. Again, I could put another food or industry generator in here if I so please, but I don't really have the resources. So what I'm actually just going to do is continue down the path. Booyaka. Alright, let's see what we got in here. No enemies. Interesting. Oh, but there is a wave incoming, and they're coming from there. That's another thing to keep in mind, is that rooms you've already explored doesn't mean that the enemies that might have been in there and you killed earlier, doesn't mean they're not gonna pop back up in that room. There's vents and tunnels and shit, I guess, that they're getting. Yeah, look at this little purpley orangey pipe. They could just come through there. So don't make the assumption that once you've cleared a room, it's cleared, because it is anything but. And that is going to be the #1 thing that gets you killed later on. So another thing to remember is you don't want to go too heavy with doing all the modules in every single room that you can. In some rooms you won't we're actually getting kind of lucky here, to be honest, but in some rooms you won't be able to install little modules. Again, that's randomly generated, which is kind of interesting. As well, in this room, we don't have enough power to power it, even if we wanted to. So what I could do is, you know what? I'm going to save my food in case we come across another recruit. Food is how you can, well, recruit a recruit. So I'm gonna come in here, let the lasers do some of the work, let my guy do the rest of the work, and try not to get him killed. Alright, so he's gonna stand there and man that shit. He's not healed yet though, because the wave isn't done. So now look at DV bot, or op bot, he heals automatically after. So that's why I didn't want to heal him, because that would have taken up 5 food. Or I could wait if he's going to survive and let him heal for free. But again, you don't want to risk it either. You gotta know your limit, man. You gotta know your limit. So, another thing to remember is I could have both of these guys going and exploring different areas of the dungeon. There's a door up here, so I could have Max O'Kane exploring one area, and then I could have this guy exploring another. I personally like to go the slow route, mainly because I'm getting the 2 extra industry being generated by Max O'Kane being in this room. But what I might eventually do, I might decide to switch him and put him in the food generator, so I'm getting more food, because this room is loaded. It's got 5 of these little laser modules, so it's a little more protected than this one. Again, something to keep in mind, you can kind of go more speedy and risky if you so choose and split your guys up. But I, in my current state of play, like to just have one guy go. So here's another component of the game I haven't touched on. It is the merchant. So sometimes you'll run into merchants, which is where you actually buy the stuff. I did mention you can buy things with dust, but I didn't mention that you do it with merchants. And I'm not sure if that's a little pug. I'm assuming it's a pug, and therefore his name shall be Monty. It is done. That is Monty. Monty number 2. No, it's the same Monty as the Spelunky Monty. Anyways, we go into him. He's going to have different items. Some of them useful, some of them possibly not. He's got Crutchy, which has attack power of 30, Our current attack power, at least for Upbot, is 21, and it has a speed of 5. So that's important to know, obviously. It's adapted by a prisoner from a mobility aid. The cute nickname hides its brutal efficiency. So I think, yes, so when we click the item, it'll actually tell you if your character can use it. So it is classified as a spear. You know, crutches are long. If we click on Max O'Kane, you can see that it is his weapon column isn't highlighted. He uses guns. Crutch is not a gun, so that makes sense. Now, this takes 13 dust. Currently we have 46. So when we're looking at that, I have one more room I can power with that 46. Currently I have 3. So if I subtract 13 from 46, what am I left with, class? I'm left with 33. So 33 is still enough to keep the 3 rooms that I currently have powered with power. Let's say I have 36 dust right now. If I were to buy this crutch, again, still costing 13, I would be left with 23 dust, and that would only allow me to power 2 rooms. So I would have to decide which of these, well, actually, I would have to basically depower this one here that doesn't have any modules, or I could depower both or all 3 if I really wanted. But I would have to choose, at the very least, one to depower. If I depowered this one with the industry generator, it would cause all of them to lose power. Again, we'd be killing the circuit. If I killed the power with the food generator, it would kill the power there and this room next to it on the right. So you see how that works? That's basically what I'm getting at. So currently, because I actually want this guy to be more self-sufficient, I'm actually going to buy Crutchy, because it's not going to be hindering my performance too much. But before I do that, 2-2 is armor, 13 defense, and 5 speed. It looks silly, but it helps. Is it worth 16 dust? To me, not really right now, no. And first aid, so this is, what is it? Contests have rotted away. HP regain 7. So this is a device. It's the last column. So when we put that on a guy, they're going to have a HP regen of 7. I don't think I have any regen right now. It's probably at 0. So that might be something interesting, but costing 17 dust would actually bring me down to 29, and I would have to remove power one thing. But I'm not going to do it. So anyways, I'm just going to buy this sucker. Here we go. And I can, now that I bought it, I can sell it again. You can see it can only sell for 7 dust. But if I picked up other items that in the dungeon, which I did, say this prison uniform, I could sell that for more dust. It might be worth it for me to sell this, because maybe he's not, you know, it's only 3 defense, so I could get a few dust out of it, and that might make the difference between being able to power on an additional room or not. So again, something to consider. But I like the prison uniform. It doesn't make me gag as the description suggests. So I'm just gonna exit this. I'm going to, what was I going to do? I don't remember. But if we do look at our guy's new stats, oh yes, I'm actually gonna put the spear in there. So now, wait, if I take it off, I wish if when we highlighted this, it would actually tell you how his stats would improve with it. But doing basic math, we can see that his power will be 21 plus 30, so 51, and his speed will be 30 plus 5, so 35. So let's go and do it. Boom. He's that much deadlier now. Good stuff. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we've reached another dead end. That doesn't necessarily mean we don't want to put modules in here, but it's something to consider. When we're carrying our crystal to wherever the exit is, which we haven't found yet, you want to get there through the most direct path, because it'll be quickest, and hopefully you're not going to get killed by the waves and waves of monsters that are going to come and try and kill you. So, because we want to take the most direct path, usually we want to focus the development of any modules we do install or build in that route. So, being that this room way out here is away from our direct path, it doesn't take as much priority for these modules. That's not to say we don't want modules, because if I were to install a bunch of lasers here, any monsters that were generated in this room would probably get killed before they left the room, and that means less monsters are going to be coming and hunting us down. So if you got a ton of industry, you might want to do that. As well, remember, we can always go back in that room, find the merchant again if we decide to buy the tutu or the medical kit. So, here's another door here. I am going to go inside of it. I think what I may actually do, though, is I may level this guy up again. I could level up the Maxocane for less, but I think I kind of like the idea of keeping him stationary here. He's protected. He's doing his thing. I can upgrade him or level up him later, but this guy's putting his neck on the line. He's exploring the unknown, so I want him to have more HP, better defenses. If he becomes faster, he can kind of get out of the way quicker. Very important. So I'm actually going to level him up. Nice, right? It's nice. And as well, let's do a few more of these just basic little attack lasers. Because this is going to be a room where I funnel enemies back into so that they can die. Uh-oh, what's in here? Nothing. But there's a wave. See? I told you, there's a wave coming from over there. If I had have powered up all these rooms on the way, which I couldn't do, oopsies, then they probably wouldn't be traveling out here. They're all traveling to the crystal. And I don't want them to get there because they'll attack the crystal. The crystal will lose dust, which means I'm losing power to some of these rooms, which means some of these modules aren't going to be powered, which means my defenses are going to be shit, which means I'm probably going to die. And then if I die, the crystal dies, and there's no escape from this place. So, anyways, cleared that. That's good. I'm going to explore another one. I'm generating more industry. I'm generating more health. And I found the exit. So, as soon as you get a little running man, a little reference to Portal, it basically says, hey, we can take the crystal there now. That's where we need to pick up the crystal and take it. But the person that picks up the crystal is not going to be able to attack. They're more vulnerable and all that stuff. So one of the things I want to do, possibly, is explore more dungeon, or more of this level of the dungeon. Reason being, we're going to generate more resources with every room that we open, and we're also potentially going to find blueprints for additional modules or additional items, or we might come across a room with a merchant if we hadn't already. I don't believe there can be more than one merchant on a floor. Or we may also come across a potential recruit, which could be good because the more the merrier. Something I didn't mention is that we currently have two guys in our crew. We can have up to 4, so we can recruit 2 more. Or if one of our guys dies, I can recruit 3 more. Again, something to keep in mind. But I don't want this guy to die. I've been putting some resources into him. You can see he already took a bit of damage, but so he'd probably die on his own. But look at how these lasers just, oh, they go to work. And these are the weak lasers. The weak lasers. So, you can see there's a few more paths we can go down. I'm just going to go down this way. And this is the dead end. Oh! I eat guys bigger than you for lunch and have the leftovers cold for breakfast. This mofo is crazy. And you can see I have exactly 30 food, and that's how much it costs to recruit him. I'm going to recruit him because I'm confident that our current situation allows me to survive without much food. Plus, the next room we get is going to generate 6 food, which is good to heal somebody in time of need. So, this guy, go and look at him. He's a humanoid, blah, blah, blah. He has small stature, but basically, because he was teased with his height, he enhanced his bones and muscles. And what that allows him, he carries around this huge-ass sword. He uses a ceremonial sword. That's his category, is a sword. He's melee. You can see in the attack range, which is important. So anybody who's melee, typically they're up in your grill, you want them to have more HP and defense. And he has much better base HP than our other guys. Max O'Kane had 400 base HP, and Opbot at the start had 450. So this guy's 70, or 700, pardon, before any armor or devices or anything. So that's pretty cool. And his base attack power is 32, speed is 32. You know, he's a speedy mofo, actually. Look at these. Okay, well, this guy is 35 now, but he was 30. This guy's 30. Okay, maybe. But his base attack power is higher than the other guys. His wit, very low. He's 2. Our little robot is 15, and Max O'Kane is 8. So I'm not actually sure what wit does. Oh, it says the size of the bonus provided by your hero when manipulating or repairing a module. Ah, so that's how it works. So having Opbot work on these modules is probably it's better than Max O'Kane, and it's much better than Tro. I don't know if that's Tro or Troy. Troy Pequeno. A lot of these names I'm pretty sure are references to other things, some of which I'm not going to get. So don't hate on me for not getting a reference. But this guy, I probably want to equip him to start traveling a little more, and maybe get Opbot to watch our food generator multiplier go up when he's in here. Boom, it goes up to 10. So this guy, he's not very good with computers. I'm going to get him to finish exploring, get a little experience perhaps. And he's fastish. Got those, you know, dense bones and muscles. Another important thing to remember is it's on a per room basis. So I click on a room, the dude is going to stay there until I tell him to go to another room. So he'll just either sit there with his dick in his hand or get behind a computer or something, repair modules or attack enemies if they're in that room. Keep all that funky business in mind. So I've got one path left, at least currently. This could break up into a few more paths. You never know. Again, if our guy was strong enough, I could probably get him to just sit in that room and attack dudes, but he's a newbie. We don't have any equipment. Haven't leveled him up or anything. Look at these guys, their health is going down. I'm trying to monitor it, but I don't want to use food if I don't have to. Okay, these little, you know, geometry war mofos are very weak. They're not a huge threat. But still, so now our health is back up to normal. Good. I might, because this guy is doing all the legwork now, I think I'm going to level him up. Yeah, let's level him up. Now we still have some food left over. Where did he go? Okay, he's down there. Let's explore. I'm more of a completionist, so I like to explore each dungeon level as thoroughly as I can, unless I die. And looks like this is the last room. So I got 8 dust from that room. You also generate dust by killing enemies. So the room that an enemy dies in, yeah, that's the room where the dust will go. So you don't actually collect the dust unless you have a character go in that room and collect it. So you can see my dust is slowly going up as every enemy, not necessarily actually every enemy, but as enemies die. There's another one and another one. So maybe it is every enemy and I just wasn't noticing, but that's good. So if we had a room that was just these laser modules had killed some enemies, you actually need to get one of your guys, your heroes, to go into that room to collect that dust. So again, keep that in mind. Looks like that was the last room. And now you can see we have 62 dust. We have 3 rooms powered out of a maximum potential of 6. So what I might want to do is power up these 2 rooms and install some lasers. Or if I'm feeling really courageous, I could not. But I have a lot of industry, so what I'm gonna do is... Oh, that's right. I have to power these rooms. There we go. So, there we go. Put 3 in there, and then I'm gonna put the 2 in here. It's maybe excessive, but I want it to be nice and secure. So I powered down this one room because I don't have any modules installed. And again, I may want to, but I think we should be good. So I'm gonna get this guy to come over here, pick up the crystal. As soon as he picks that shit up, it is on like Donkey Kong. So, buddy, just go. I'm gonna get him over here. And you'll see as the crystal moves through the rooms, it kills the circuit. So, we gotta get this dude out of there. Come on, buddy. You can come up here. And you can come up here, and we all survived. Probably because of the laser modules I had kicking around. So, we look at our numbers here. Stage time, 37 minutes. That was slow, admittedly, but I like to take my time, especially when I'm explaining the features of the game, the mechanics of it. Mobs killed 60. We opened 14 doors. Resources in our stock currently going to the next level. 56 industry and 18 food. So let's just go to the next level. You can see that our dust is back down to 20. So that you can't take with you. You can't take it with you. It's a reference like you can't take money with you when you die. So you might as well spend it and give it to all those that you love. I don't know. Don't listen to me for money management. But anyways, we're on a new floor. New floor is going to be larger and it's going to be more challenging and shit. That's why we need to make sure our characters are nice and well equipped or leveled up, or we have mad modules laying out and about. I don't know why I have this guy going in this room. As well, you actually want to keep fights away from your crystal, because the monsters might attack that shit directly, and that wouldn't be very good. So what I'm gonna have is this guy can go in here, and I'm going to build the industry generator here. Actually, bit of a mistake. I have a lot more industry right now. I should have done the food generator first, but we'll be okay. I believe. I hope. We're gonna stock this up. I'm just, I'm not being too strategic. I basically only ever do the lasers at this point. But I might want to, increase the defenses of the heroes with some other modules. And if I get blueprints for other shit, which I really haven't, I've only gotten the one, I might want to use those. So I'm going to keep Opbot in here for now, because he can man this, and we're going to be generating a lot more industry if he is in there. He's so witty. And let's get Tro in here. I'm gonna feel like an idiot when somebody's like, no, it's not Tro, it's like supposed to be Troy or something. Spare mag added to your inventory. Nobody's attacking. Interesting. Look at the spare mag, because I've never had one of these. It is a device by the look of it. Attack power 5, wit -1. Interesting. Most likely jettisoned from a bathroom when the ship crashed. It is good to have a spare magazine around to read when you're bored. Oh, I thought it was spare mag as in like a gun magazine, the little that holds the bullets. Interesting. Our guy here is already dumb as a dummy. I'm just gonna give it to him. Now we have 1 wit. Who cares? His attack power's gone up by 5, which is pretty cool. And what we'll do here, food generator, and we're gonna go loco with these little laser modules, because I don't want this food generator getting destroyed. Now our crystal can be attacked from 2 different points. Remember the previous dungeon level, it was bottlenecked so that they could only come through one door. But now you can have multiple guys coming from both directions, which means we need some beefy defenses on both sides. At least that's what I think. You may disagree, and you're welcome to do so. Anyways, I'm going to get him to man this room. So now we're generating 8 food. And I'm going to get a big sword here to go and explore some more. So we just found 9 industry. That's awesome. And we also got 8 dust from that room for whatever reason. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it like this. More industry for me. Gotta power the room, which I can't do. I'm a dummy. We've only got 28 dust. We need a minimum of 30 dust to power a third room. I'm a dummy. Let's go back this way. Okay. Gonna get more dust here. We got 5 dust and a new item. Prison soap, and I'm gonna come back in here, although these guys don't really have much of a chance with these 4. Well, they're the weak lasers, but they're still good enough for those guys. So now I can power another room. I think I am gonna go back to this one. It's a nice little bottleneck here. Let us do this for now. The other thing is I may at some point decide I don't want to power this room, but I've spent the resources to build these modules, so maybe I don't want to max it out, but I kind of want to max it out. Better safe than sorry sometimes. Oh baby, it's better safe than sorry. We're going all out. Balls to the walls. We still have a decent amount of industry left, and again, we're going to be generating more because I just put up an additional industry generator. Whoop! And we're finding industry too, which is awesome. I don't, on previous runs, I haven't been quite as lucky. Oh shit, I was about to heal that fucker, and he died. Max O'Kane is dead. But it's, you know, it's almost a good thing, just so I can show you what happened. So his items are left behind in this chest. So he was only wearing the prison uniform. And this is, I also picked up the prison soap. You know what? I think I'll give the, what does the prison soap do again? 80 to HP and 2 to defenses. So I'm going to give that to Opbot since he doesn't have a device. And I'm going to give, who needs the uniform more? 730, 800. Actually, this guy needs to go to level 3. He doesn't need to, but I'm going to get him to level 3. I'm going to give Opbot the uniform, and I'm going to upgrade this guy. He's going to get, oh yeah, look at that. Get more powerful. That is unfortunate. Now I don't have a guy manning this health module generator. That was a dead end there. So let's go this way for now. Again, this room's still probably okay by itself. Oh, we found a new blueprint. And this is the suppressive firebot added to your dealio. So, increases the defense of heroes in the room. And then there's increase, this is the suppressive one, increases the damage of heroes in the room. So, again, these are kind of passive-y type things. They're not going to directly attack the monsters in the room. But if you have a hero in that room, it's going to benefit them. I don't know how much it's gonna... It would probably say if I actually installed one. Maybe I should. You know what? Let's, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna destroy one of these guys. It only cost me 3 to install that, so it's not a huge loss. And I will say... Let's go with increase in defense. I'm gonna do this. Let's see what this guy's current defense is, 22. Let's get him to leave the room, see if it changes. Goes down to 17, so 5. And I would assume the attack one increases the attack power by 5 as well. So, good to know. And as well, that should stack. I don't want to speak too soon, but if we installed more than one, I think it would stack, you know, 5 plus 5 plus 5. So again, another thing to keep in mind. Keep in mind, that should be the name of this, because I keep saying it. But there's a lot of things you gotta keep in mind. I mean, I can tell it like it is. We can't power any more rooms at this current point. Get these guys to come back here. Get the extra attack, the extra defense for our guy. Just kill them all. And there's one guy left. There we go. And now our health regenerated, and that was a dead end. So let's keep going. Maybe, I'm hoping we'll find another recruit. I'm not sure exactly what the formula is. If there's always a merchant on every level, and if there's always a recruit on each level. I think, if I recall on my previous runs, where I survived long enough, that there may have been, I think so. In one of the rooms we should find a merchant and a potential recruit. You don't have to actually pay and recruit the recruit, but we could if we wanted to. So now you can see this industry generator with all these modules up here. It's not, I would say there's a priority 1, there's a priority 2, and no, there's no priority 3. I would think, so your priority 1 for wanting to power a room and stack it with modules is if it's in your pathway to the exit. If it's not in your pathway, like this room is, I would say it's a priority 2. While this is still going to help us attack monsters that come from this room up top and maybe in this room with the generator, it will help us. It's not going to be quite as crucial as beefing up our actual path. So that's why sometimes you want to hold off on building these things if you can. But of course we're not low on industry, so you know, this way might be a way we want to go. But again, we don't have enough. We still need to find more dust, so we can't power up any more rooms. I could power down the one up top if I really wanted to, but that would be kind of a waste at this point because we put so much into it. Alright, I'm gonna get this guy back here. Actually in here. This guy is going straight for the business. This guy as well. And I do not want them to attack the crystal. This guy should get in here and help him. Help him. Fuck. He almost died. I am glad I just got that at the last second. He probably would have died if this guy didn't come in there and help him out. So, this is why we need a merchant so we can buy some sick-ass armor for this dude. Even though he has a lot of HP. I could upgrade him. Again? Do I want to do that, though? Kind of. More HP, more attack, more... Yeah, let's do it. Let's get crazy. Until we get him some sweet gear. Okay, we've got a lot more defense, or, whatchamacallit? Dust. And you saw that I picked up one when I came through this room because one of these lasers killed a monster in there when none of my dudes were in there. So, yeah. Gotta pay attention to that. Oh, yeah, okay. This guy, there's some beefy dudes there. I think what I'm gonna do is actually this. And let's quickly do this shit. Please don't die, duder. Is he dying? Okay, he's good. Let's go crazy. I think that's all of these I can install in there. Yep. Yeah, I want to be generating a good amount of health now. Because shit's gonna get real. Next room. Oh man, see? This just keeps going. And look, it's plenty of desecration. What? The penalty for desecration is death. Just so we're clear on that. I've played as all the characters before, the heroes before. I like this guy, but I've got to wait one more room until we have enough food. It's a good thing I put up that additional food generator. So let's go. I'm gonna go this way. This guy can die right now. on his own. He's not immune to shit. Oh, and we found the merchant. So far my theory of one merchant and one recruit on each level is holding true. What's up, Monty? I'm gonna see what this guy has. Third eye. What does that do? 5 attack, 4 defense, 2 wit. This odd headpiece discovered in the dungeon improves normal vision from 30 to 40, giving brief glimpses into the near future. So 2 of those. And I've got a saber as well. Saber I can use on this guy, not on this guy. For 23 dust, which is a pretty hefty investment, but look at that. 62 attack power. Okay, wait. 23 would bring me down to 45, would bring me down to 25. So I would only be powering 2 rooms. Actually, you know what? Let's do this shit. Let's be wild. We're gonna be wild. Or sorry, 1 room? Wait. Let's power this one right there. See, if I unpower that one, I can't power this one. I can't power this one because it's not connecting. It's not doing the circuit. So, you can see also the health bar on this module is getting pretty low because dummy longsword doesn't have any wit. He can't, and his skill, or he doesn't have a skill here. He can't repair the modules. But this guy, I'm pretty sure that this recruit can, and I could get Opbot to go to the other rooms, and he would repair it as well. First of all, oh man, 111 attack power. That is insane. So, gonna get this guy to come in here. What I'm just gonna quickly do because I can't recruit the other guy yet. I'm gonna get Opbot to do the rounds. Get him in this room. You see, he's gonna go to work, repairing all this good stuff. Because his wit is higher, he's gonna be able to repair these a lot quicker too. Okay. And that's pretty much it, but I'm gonna get him to go back here for now. And this guy can explore. Let's go down this way. There we go. I'm able to recruit this dude. Oh, what's going on? He's actually getting attacked right now. I'm gonna recruit him. There we go. Kill them all. So, there's something left. Shit. Get in there, turkey. Oh, see, it got destroyed. That's shitty. So, since I have so much industry, though, I'm gonna pop that sucker back up. Something else is alive. Get in here. Oh! Because the room isn't powered up, we can't see what's going on in there. And of course, that got destroyed as well. But I have so much industry, I'm doing it. Alright, not enough power. That's right. Okay, that's okay though. It's okay. I'm gonna keep this guy in here for now. Got so much industry. I'd rather get the bonus for having him manning one of the health generators. This guy, let's look at his shit for now. He as well uses a sword. And he can repair modules like I was mentioning. And he's got a different set of stats. Not as high of HP compared to this other dude. Or his base was 800 before we leveled him up a few times. But his base wit is higher, and I think his speed and defense, the base, are higher than this other guy before they've been upgraded and such. But anyways, I'm gonna get him to man that shit up there for now. Probably upgrade him soon. And, oh, that is a long room. That's what she said. Let us go and explore a little more. No enemies in here, but there are enemies up here. I'm gonna keep the guy... Shit. Go and attack. See, he's gonna stay in there unless I tell him. Finish him. Oh, finish them. I gotta watch his health. He's getting attacked nice and hard. Good thing he's wearing a prison uniform. Alright, this guy ran all the way back here. All the shit's done. What took you so long? Ah, I should have got this guy to help out. My bad. Alright, we're gonna get back here. 29 dust. We're slowly... This is not a position I would like to be in at this point. But I really had to get that saber. Man, he does a good amount of damage now. See if he can hold his own. Probably not. Actually, maybe. Look at this. Nice, buddy. I didn't need to retreat or anything. The dead end there. I like seeing the dead ends finally. And I think this is the last area we need to explore. Okay, there's up here. Okay. I see how it is. This is the exit. 2 waves incoming. From where? Get everybody in here. This dude's dying. I'm just gonna heal him. There. Is that it? Huh, that was easy. Level up yet? Oh, interesting. So you can see how short this route is. If I wanted to, if I say I had have gone to this room first, or I guess second, then I could have probably gotten everybody just to get in that room. I wouldn't have to develop all this stuff and spend all these resources. But do you want to chance it? Not necessarily. Okay. I'm gonna get this guy to come in here though. Open this door. Get a few. We do want to generate more industry and food for the next level. If we can. I do. And I wanna find more items. Found another blueprint. Okay, so we've got does high damage to enemies in the room. This is the Claymore. I think it costs 10 industry, but it's a doozy. It's a doozy. But what I'm actually gonna do, just have a little fun. Put that guy in there. Actually, you know what? Let's go balls to the walls. No, let's not get too crazy. I'm gonna put one there. It's such a short distance. We really don't need to spend any more industry, though we are swimming in it. And a little more. 2 waves incoming. You can get back here. Watch the claymores go to work on this mofo. That guy I'm not so worried about. We're gonna come back here. Nice. This other dude is doing dick all, basically. He's just like, oh man, they feed me, they clothe me. I don't even have to do any work. I just have to sit by this computer all day. Alright, can he manage himself in here? Possibly. Wow, I didn't even have to heal him. There's something else cooking up somewhere. Okay, I think it was in here. Wait. There, yeah, the stupid little thingy. Maybe I should have powered up that room again. It was a lost cause. Let us go. Let us destroy. Let's both get rich or another merchant. Interesting. So maybe there can be more than one. We got a couple items here. We've got Crutchy again. Rice Wind. Stolen from the ship's kitchen, or kitchens. It's got multiple kitchens. Fancy. This high-pressure dry rice dispenser puts out a hail of grains that removes flesh from bones. That's scary. That's shocking. That's shocking. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't know what FIDS is, but we'll be able to buy those. And blueprints as well in the future. And I'm sure we can sell them, yeah. Maybe we can't. Who knows? But, can anybody else use Crutchy? No, this guy uses a sword, right? Free highlight. No. So, you can't use that. He could use the first aid kit, but I don't need to do that. I don't want to spend the dust. Let's go. Oh my god, this is actually quite a bit larger than I remember or thought it would be. I shouldn't say remember because I have never been in this dungeon. We got a new prison uniform. The enemies are coming from somewhere? Wait, were there enemies? I don't know. I don't care. Let's hurry up. Okay, dead end here, so we're narrowing it down. Actually, I can take these guys on. I'm pretty sure. One down. Oh, okay. Watch it. Wow. This guy's a machine, though. I gotta watch out for this other dude. Kill that fucker. Okay, there's something left because these guys, their health isn't regenerating. Oh shit, you fucker. It's killing the claymore. Why is the claymore not as... Okay, that's interesting. Why wasn't the claymore killing it? Go, let's go. I should have put the... Okay, last room I should have put the prison uniform on somebody. I will do it now. This guy's gonna make... Oh, son of a gun. Getting attacked from multiple places. Go in here, fucker. Don't let them do that shit. The lasers can do everything. There you go. Finally. So you can... what was our dust before? I don't remember, but we probably lost some. So what I'm gonna do is basically get you and get you. You can pick this shit up. Before I do that, prison uniform. Oh, no, I don't. Resume. Game menu. Prison uniform can go on. This guy doesn't have anything, so he needs it the most. I should level him up, actually. And what about you? Level 4. I could level hero op bot DV8 up if I want to. Kind of want to. What would we get out of it? I should. Alright. Pick it up now. In this alpha, there are only 3 levels of dungeon. There we go. I believe. Again, it's early game. It's not feature complete, so they've limited it as well. So that one's cleared. It took us 27 minutes compared to the first one, which was 37 minutes. But you can see how these games go on quite a while, and you can actually save and quit. You don't have to play it all the way through, but once you die, you die. So remember that. They just let you save and quit so that you can come back to it and pick it up from where you left off. Now, again, on this floor, fortunately, there are only two areas where they can come to attack the crystal. For some reason, I was thinking there might be 3, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easier. We're probably going to be facing off against more enemies, more dangerous enemies, and this floor is going to be huge. So, let's keep with the routine. This guy is the powerhouse right now for attack and for HP. Thank you for the industry. What I shall do is... we've got a lot of industry right now. First, I'm going to start with the health. The next room I'll probably do maybe more health. Yeah, I think more health. Another health gen. So this room I'm going to do one of these. Actually, let's get the... I'm going to increase the defense and going to increase the offense. And let's go crazy with 2 lasers, and then we're going to do 2 claymores. I should have put the claymores on the opposite sides of the room. I'm not sure if that would actually make much of a difference, but it would look cool-ish. Maybe make it look like I know what I'm doing. Okay, this guy come back here. You can come up here and man that baloney. Ooh, we found an item, which would be a t-shirt. Let's see the stats on this guy. Defense 10, HP max 70, and speed is -2. Titanium shirts are a fairly common high-quality personal defense system. Oh, let's check it out. So this guy, what's his speed? His speed is 25. His speed is 32. You know what? Actually, since he's running around, HP 70, so he'd be, now he's up to 1070, and his defense is increased. Wait a minute. Defense went from, what? Defense is 10, but his, okay, 32, sorry, my bad. So it went up 10. Alright, good stuff. That's actually quite helpful. And here I'm going to build another one of these guys. And we're going to, still don't have any defensive modules, which is kind of a bummer. Defensive modules essentially affect the monsters in the same way that the health modules affect our guys, but in a negative way. So it'll slow them down, or it might weaken them or something, so it just makes it easier to defeat them. It doesn't attack them directly, but it'll make it easier for our guys to defeat them, or other lasers and such that might be in the room to defeat them. So that's cool. But we haven't found any blueprints, so we're shit out of luck. I'll just put in one, the claymores. You know what? I'm just gonna go crazy with these other guys. There we go. Max that credit card out. Still have a lot of industry though. I think the next one, let's go back in here. So we've got the help of the lasers and the claymore. Boom. Ain't no thing. You can kill him. Kill him. Don't let him. Oh shit, son. So he actually damaged the crystal by 1. It went back up to 26 though, because when you kill him, you get an additional dust. So it replaced the one he removed. Kinda shitty, because we would have had 27. I'm gonna get this guy in here for now. Should be okay. The monsters have to go through one of our manned rooms to get to the crystal, so I feel okay. And plus having the guy man our food station, our cafeteria, allows for more generation with each room that we open. That's good stuff. Another item, and we've got some more dust. Prison uniform. Get in here, I'm gonna help this guy out. Actually, I'm gonna stop this guy before he damages our... Nice, see how much damage that guy does? Cray cray, that shit's cray. See if we can find this exit. Preferably you want to find the exit like the first thing, so you decide, do I just want to gun it, or do I want to explore more dungeon? It sucks when it's the last room you find, or one of the last rooms. Also, what did we get there? Oh, we got a local aggression neutralizer. I've never received one of these before. Increases the defense of each module. I don't know if that means each module in the room or each module period. But I haven't had it before, and I'm a curious cat, so I think I will install that. But I want to find a room, because we can power one more room, but it's got to be, you know, again, we could power this room, but that would be no good because it doesn't have an area to put this module. We can't power any of these other rooms after it because they need to be powered by this room and every room before it. Yeah. Let's go this way. Nope, swing and a miss here. But, bring you guys back here. Let the mortars help out. This guy can go in here, stop this dude. This dude just makes a beeline for the crystal. He is suicidal. Let's try this room. Come on, does it have an area for a sweet ass? No. We got toothpick. Oh, and I forgot, somebody is without a... No, we all have uniforms, that's good. Toothpick is for... Which guy? It's in the spear category. This one does 30 attack power and 5 speed. Toothpick does 19 attack power. So that's probably something at this point I would just sell if we came across a merchant. Same thing as the prison uniform. So maybe we will find a merchant. Let's go this way. See if this next room has an area where we can put our neutralizer, which it does. And it also has, we got some more dust from it, and we got an iron shield. I've never had a shield before. Okay, actually you stay here and attack these fuckers. No way I want the crystal to get too damaged. We lost our other guy and I didn't even notice it. Holy shit. This sucks a lot of balls. Get in here, turkey. Alright, that was, I should have done that sooner. Unfortunately, actually I need this guy to repair all this crap. To the extent that he can. Alright, he's making a beeline for the prison uniform of our downed man. That sucks a lot because I should have been keeping an eye on his health. I know he was weaker, and that was a lot of enemies. And we sunk a lot of resources into him. Not the most, but a decent amount. Okay. Let's just build another health regen. Fortunately, these other modules weren't damaged. And you can come up here. And what we'll do is we're going to try this neutralizer because I've never used it. It costs 40. Oh shit, we got to power this room on. Build that. Maybe I'm crazy in assuming, but I'm pretty sure it's going to increase the health of all the modules, not just the one in the room, because that would be stupid. The first thing they attack, it's got a kind of a shield around it, so honestly, it's hard for me to say. We'll find that out at a later point, I'm sure, but I don't know how you would tell the health of an individual module. It doesn't allow me to see that from what I can tell. But let's put in... actually, let's start with another one of these claymores. Let's go crazy with lasers. There's another kind of medium tier attack thingy. It takes 6 industry that I haven't gotten the blueprints for. It's like a Tesla something rather. And it basically it's just like this coil that electrocutes and shocks everything. It's actually my favorite one. I think, you know, middle of the road. Okay. Blueprint, maybe it's... No, it's not for the Tesla. The auto dock shards added to your construction. Auto dock shards. Increase the defense of heroes in the room. Increase the damage of heroes in the room. Heals heroes in the room. So it'll automatically heal heroes in the room, which is something that's very nice. That could have saved our other dude's life. Possibly. Because I was so negligent with it. So oblivious to his needs and desires. In this room, I think what I will do... Actually, we're gonna do a industry generator here. Couple lasers. We're really gonna protect it all that much, but it might buy us a bit of time. Maybe. Where's... Okay, he was in this room. I couldn't see him. He's hiding. He was probably jerking off behind the food generator. Let's go check this out, man. We gotta find this exit. Oh, you get me out of here. I promise I not kill you today. He's one of the other prisoners. This is Gork. I like Gork. I'm gonna recruit him. He's a machine gun toting mofo. And we're generating a lot of food, so I feel pretty good about buying him, and I'm probably just gonna try to upgrade him sooner-ish. He can't repair modules, but his base attack power is 45, which is huge compared to the other guys. He doesn't have as much HP as some of the dudes, and he's slower. He's really slow, but he's long range with his machine gun and shit, and yeah. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I'll probably give him the iron shield. Shit, man. Stolen from the prison laundry. It is good for other uses besides ironing. Oh, that kind of iron. Funny. Yes, let's give it to him. So wait, what was that? +5 defense. That's good. We'll give him prison uniform, which was good for what? 4 defense. It's also okay. And was there a merchant on this floor yet? I don't think there was. So we can't buy him a gun yet. I think he could use the rice wind. Or rice wind. I don't know what it's called. And do I kind of wanna level this guy up perhaps so that he can handle his business. Let's do it. You know what? Fuck it. There we go. He's level 5 now. These other guys are only level 4. So he's up to 1000 HP. The base attack power is 55, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna get this guy to sit in here for now. Or here. Wait a minute. Let's see how much industry he'll generate. Probably 8? 7. So it's not worth it to keep it in there. I'll keep him in here. Alright, dead end there. But a new item. Maybe it's a gun, perhaps? Oh shit. This is not... Oh wait, this is good for this guy. But its attack power 19, speed is 3. Attack cooldown -1, which is, or 0.1, my bad. Which is a good thing. Having a negative cooldown is awesome. But it's not gonna do nearly as much damage. This saber, 62. So if we just click it, you can see again it's same category. Attack cooldown is actually plus here, so that's not good. But this, you know, way more damage. It's not worth it. He's the only one who can use it anyway, so I'll probably sell that unless we get another character that can use it. But even then, that's some weak stuff. Another new item. 6 gun. This is not the type of gun that Gork can use. Gork is a machine gun guy. It falls in the pistol category, so he can't use it either. But looking at it, it's 14 attack power minus 0.2 for cooldown. The one guy we had earlier on the first level that died, Max O'Kane, he uses pistols, so we could have given it to him. Do I want to power up any other rooms at this point? Not yet. Alright, another dead end. I like finding dead ends. More dust, and we're getting attacked, so I'm just gonna go in this room here. I'm gonna go in here. Crystal comes first, even before family. There we go. And I'm actually gonna get this guy to stay on this side of the crystal, since I got Gork on this side of the crystal. And let's go up here. I'm getting excited. We're getting close. We're almost done this. Normally with a Foxman Fiddles, I wouldn't play through the whole game, but this one we can do in under 2 hours, so that's okay-ish. Wow. Stop dying, fucker. Yeah, you guys can destroy that shit. Oh man, this dude is getting devastated. See what I mean? I'm glad we're generating all this additional food. Yeah, you can destroy that industry machine, that industry generator. Having Gork in here is nice. I'm gonna put another one up. There we go. Where's our dude? Let's get him in here to repair these other little modules. That was a dead end, dead end. Okay, dead ends. Okay, Gork, you can come back down here. Do I want to? Oh, there's a lot more going on. This is a dungeon I might not explore at all, just because I know when we beat it, this level we will have beaten the early access alpha. We got prison soap. Let me check and see what that device does. Defense 3, HP max 100. Let's see, who doesn't have a device? They all have the device. Attack power is 5, but I might actually want the HP. I'm gonna switch out that. Yeah. This is defense 5, and the Meg was attack power 5. I'm gonna stick with defense for now, honestly. Gork is pretty powerful as is. I want him to be able to survive a little bit. No good. Let's get back out here. Help. Nice. We're doing some damage. These guys are surviving pretty well on their own, not having to heal them up yet. Fuck, you know what? That guy's a lost cause. Yeah. I could replace one of these food generators with an industry one. You know what? Let's, I'm still gonna put this up. I'm not gonna repair these modules. I don't got the time. Come on. Oh, actually, this one I do want to repair. Shit, I should have done that. The one we spent 40 cash on. Okay, let's get this dude up here. Top bot. Just to repair this before it takes any damage. There's gonna be the wave coming. See, he's repairing that shit. Oh, now he's moving into attack mode. But it's okay, because they can't attack it. Get back in your place, son. That room is done. Oh, man. It just keeps unraveling. More and more. Get back in here. Let Gork dole out some damage. Gork is a powerhouse. Actually, you know, he doesn't do nearly as much damage as, this guy's doing 106 damage, man. Okay, there's something somewhere. Hey, what are you doing, turkey? Get the fuck in there. Jeez Louise. What do you think this is? The Bahamas? You can't just go and take a vacation. You got work to do. Protect our investments. Another new item. And of course we're getting attacked by something. The prison uniform. Shit. Gork is taking it. Okay. Kill the enemies. We've got a lot of food left. I can heal these guys sufficiently. Don't you fucking do that shit, man. Okay, op bot. Get your op butt in here and do some op maintenance. There we go. Fix those guys up now. Fix this room up too. I'm pretty sure we took... Did we? No, we didn't take any damage there. Cool. Okay. Keep going. Oh, not a dead end. Not yet. But this guy's life might meet a dead end if we don't get the heck back in here. Yeah, there you go. One at a time. Nice bottleneck going on. Oh, you can't even barely set 2 feet in the door and they're dead. These guys a little bigger, but still. Boom, son. Alright, they still did a considerable amount of damage to that. Neutralizer, dealio. I think that just protects all the modules in that room. It's not for the whole level. Which I was thinking of earlier. Come on, repair it. Get in here, op bot. Well, like op butt. Okay. Now go back here. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness. I just want to find the exit at this point, to be honest. And of course we're getting attacked. Gork is handling himself. Oh, see, look at this guy. He's making a beeline for the crystal. Something left somewhere. Oh shit, you fucker! I didn't even notice that. Holy shit, we've actually got a decent amount of dust at this point. Op bot, get your op bot in there. We can power more rooms, which would mean more modules and such. And do I want to do that? Kind of. Actually, let's, you know what? We're gonna do this one for sure. Let us go with some more health. And boom. Think that is maxed out. And I could power this room as well. Which I'm gonna wait and see if this is, if the exit is this way. I'm probably gonna go crazy with modules. Crazy. Holy cannoli. Merchant time. So, first of all, let me sell some shit. I'm gonna sell you this. 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 Oh man, look at all this dust I'm making. When the sun is shining, make hay. A thing. Attack cooldown, speed +2. It's not that great for any other device. HP max -20, 120, sorry, but attack power is +19. That's an interesting device. Radio. The Widower Maker. Attack power is 62. Attack range is 2. Speed is -6. That's 25 dust, and that should be a gun for this guy. Oh, almost positive I'm gonna buy that. We've got a decent amount of dust going on. And what else did he have? Nothing. I sold him everything else he has. So let's actually buy that. And that's good. That's good. I'm gonna give this to Open Sesame. My main man, whose attack power went from 55 to 117. His speed did drop, but you know, he doesn't really need to move around. Carrying a big gun. Let's keep going. Oh, dear lord. Actually, this is probably gonna loop back around and connect to some existing rooms. Okay. Get back here. Holy cannoli. Yeah, I'm just not gonna build that industry thing anymore. That's just a waste of resources. Wow. You fucking op bot. Get your shit together. Get in here. Actually, get in here and repair everything. Get in here and repair everything. Not necessary. That thing is protecting everything. Get in here. Look at that little skeleton. Okay. Get the F back to your post. I'm going to... Well, let's keep going. We're not generating a lot of industry. Kind of sucks, but we're not using a lot either. I just want to find the exit at this point. We might find some industry. Okay, dead end. Good. Item. Good. Getting attacked 6 gun. I can sell that. I'll do that after. We got 3 waves. 3 waves just means they're coming from 3 different areas. Man, oh man. Look at this well-oiled machine. It's devastating. I'm gonna sell this 6 gun now before I forget about it. Before I forget. Was he in this room? Or... Yes, he was. Sell. 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 Soy, soy, soy. Ugh. Dead end. Okay, we're getting there though. All right, you guys can just come up this way. You can deal with Gork, okay? Gork is gonna teach you a lesson or two. And I went all the way up there and there, so we just gotta go back down. Oh man. I feel like it's gonna be this way. I'm gonna get this guy to go this way. Gork will handle them. Please don't die, Gork. The exit. Shit, son. Alright, let's go up here. Keep an eye on everybody's health. That'll tell us where the fights are going down. Shit, Opbot, get in there, you fucker. Everybody dead? Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna make a beeline for it. I'm gonna put Opbot in there. I'm gonna put, where's Gork? Put Gork in here. Actually, let's put Gork in here and let's put Opbot in here. Actually, let's put Opbot in here. And then, shit, actually, you know what? Opbot should carry this because he's the weakest link. This dude should be in here. Actually, this dude should be in here. Gork should be in here because Gork's the slowest. Yeah. I'm gonna let him get in there. Pick that shit up, son. Go. Alright, get in there. That was easy. See? But proper planning. We probably wouldn't have ever gotten to that point. And there! You can see it took me an hour and a half. I've actually beaten this, I think my quickest... This is the second time I've beaten this. The first time I did it in 50 minutes. So this is a little slower. But again, I was kind of trying to show as much as I could. So that's it. So congratulations for finishing the early access alpha version of Dungeon of the Endless. And you can see there again, it's smaller text, but it says, "This is just the beginning, as we will be regularly updating the game with awesome new content until its release. To make the game the best it can be, please take some time, to give us your feedback on our Games Together platform." So that's from the Amplitude Studios dev team. I like it. Again, you only got to see me play one game, but it's a roguelike, so it will generate completely different dungeons every time. You know, they all meet certain criteria, but it's cool. It's awesome. If you like roguelikes, I'm actually really, really happy with it in its infancy right now, so I'm excited to see how they add in the tech tree and the science resource and the passive skills, or the skills and the passive skills, and buying and selling blueprints and whatever the hell FIDS thingies are. Good stuff. So go check it out on Steam if you so desire. Currently, there are two versions of the game, the early access game. There's kind of the basic pack, which right now is floating around $10. I know they do have a 25% off sale, but it's Steam, so those come and go. But even still, with the $10, it'll go up a bit, but it's pretty cheap and worth it right now. There's also the Founders Pack, which is, again, I think it was 25% off. Right now it's $15. Founders Pack just unlocks a whole bunch of stuff for you with the game. It's good. I would throw the extra $5 and you get a whole lot more going on there. And they list that on the Steam page, so go check that out. And that's gonna have to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this Foxman Fiddles. If you like it, give it a big old like. If you don't like it, then give it a dislike. It's only fair. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode of whatever Foxman Fiddle game we cover at that point in time. So until then, I say unto you, peace out.